Check it out. We got the 753 G series in for a couple of things. The main reason is today we're gonna be, well, I got a bunch of this shit removed already, but we're going after the lift and tilt spool seals. Right now I got these that's 4.5 mil Allen socket. Just got all four of these Allens broken loose. Now I just gotta unlock my solenoid here on both of them, then undo these four, and then just take it out as a complete assembly. I'm not even gonna mess with that guy, because if you take that little cap off, the little detent balls will come out, and if you don't know about them, they'll shoot out and you'll lose them and never find them. So let's keep going. And also look what came back to the yard. This is the one from this morning that was fucking tipped over into that fucking trench. They fucked up the tracks. They beat it all up, all that sheet metal. Those tracks. Fucking just caved it all in. Tracks. That hose is fucked, so that one goes all the way back into the valve bank, I believe. Alright, but we're getting back to that guy. Alright, let's just keep going. So, you're going to take your bolts for this guy off, undo these guys, and then your other little plate for this guy. You're going to flip it forward. That way you can push your joysticks and all this shit forward. Then you use, I lied, it wasn't 4.5, it was a 3/16 Allen socket. You'll take these bolts out. There's 4 of them. That way you can take this block off. And see, there's our spools right there. And then behind this little plate right there, behind that little plate is one seal. Behind the other one is, these are your 2 front seals, and I believe this one has an O-ring. And then gotta take this guy off and this guy off, and then, like I said, take this guy off as one piece. Do not take that clip off, just take it off as one whole chunk. And then put new seals in, shove all this shit back together, put them all back together, and should have no leaks. Also did his little case drain filter, gave him a new pickup straw for his pickup tube. This guy would just keep it full. If he went down a quarter tank, it would die out. So let's keep going. And here is our lip spool. See the seal. See the seal blow out right there. So that's one. So I got the seals for that guy. There's our back seal. Front seals right there behind that plate, and get to that guy. Then at the same time, we're gonna get to this other spool as well. So let's just keep going. Got one seal, and shove this guy in, and then put my front seal in, and then go after the bottom one. Well, I was gonna change out that whole spool, but the customer said somebody had changed out that spool for him. But the fucked up part is, they only put one new seal. These are your new style. That's your old style. How'd they change a spool and only one rear seal, and they kept that one? I don't know, but he gave them 2 new, still gave them 2 new seals. And just got to put that seal right here, put my plate on, put this guy back on, and then start putting everybody back together. Get my, where'd they go? Get my little lock cylinders back in there, and then start putting on my linkage and everything else back on. So let's finish this up. Alright, cool. Got my foot pedals back in. Got my linkage and everything. Where you at? Get everybody hooked back on to the spools. Just gotta put back in my pickup tube here. Had to take him out because he was in the way of taking the spool out. So get him back in. Get these guys back in place. Flop this guy back down and line everybody up. Bolt everybody down. Put some hydraulic oil in it, and hopefully we got no leaks. Alright, just gotta put my throttle lever back in. That little bar goes through the first hole right there. Just goes right there. My little bracket that goes right there, bolts that go through here. Then you gotta fill it up with hydraulic oil and run it and test it. See if I got it or not. Sweet, we got it. Everybody back together. Nice and clean, no leaks. And that was it for this guy. 753, spool seals, pickup tube, drain case filter. Yeah, so let me show you something. So I've been asked before, how do you know if you're putting the seals right in your spool? So say this is your spool, right? This is the front where that pin came out of. Here are your seals. This is the old style, but if you notice, it has a little hump. That little hump right there, the hump goes towards the inside. So once this guy goes that way, and this guy would go in that way. The little hump goes towards the inside or that way. Yep, but that was it. 753 spools.